Welcome back to Sanctuary Arms Cafe. I'm wanting some green tea, and I'm going to make some, and I thought, since I'm making it, I might as well show y'all how I make it. And this is loose leaf tea. This ain't tea bags. Could you give me a bowl of water, baby? So I have two vessels here that I'm going to show. Now, I can also make tea in a teapot if anybody wants to see it made in a teapot. I personally like this better. It's stronger. The best way to compare it would be you got normal coffee, like from a coffee pot, and then you have espresso. So this would be espresso when a teapot would be coffee pot. It's not quite that extreme. It's just, that's the way I want to describe it. It's similar to what I just said, but nowhere near as extreme as that. Well, it depends on the tea you make. Like that smoke tea we got, it's completely like that. But for this particular one, it's not as extreme. So the tea I'm using today is Harvey & Sons Gunpowder Green tea. At the moment, this is my favorite tea. Of all the teas I've tried, we got multiple teas. And I will, in the future, if y'all like this content, we'll show how to make some of their other teas. So, to start with, for this recipe, it always calls for 1 bottle of water. And in the future, any of the teas I do, whether or if it's with any of these, the measurement, the recipe will always be the ratio to the amount of water we're using, which is 1 water bottle, which is 500 milliliters of water. Okay, so each tea is a little different. For this particular tea, you want your temperature to be somewhere between 160 and 175. You can push it to 180 or more and see what it tastes like. You might like it better. But me personally, I find that around the 175 mark is the best. But if you make this at 160, 165, 170, 175, you 100% are going to notice a difference if your ratio of leaves is exactly the same. So I'm going to talk about our pots here. I might pronounce this wrong. If I do, I'm sorry. This is called a Gongfu teapot. This is what it looks like. So you put your leaves in here. You add the water. You put this back on top. And you're going to scoot it to the side. You just want a little gap where water can flow through. You're going to pinch it. Whatever's comfortable for you. There's traditional ways of doing this. Other people tell you the correct and wrong way of doing this. You do it however's comfortable for you. Don't worry about everybody else. So if this is more comfortable for you, then do it this way. If this is more comfortable for you, have at it. You just want to be careful and not burn yourself. So this particular teapot is titanium. And it's double walled. I chose this one so that when I take it with me out on the motorcycle, out hiking, whatever, it's going to survive. And my family, I love them to death, but the girls around here are very clumsy. And if I had a really nice fancy pot set out on display, it would have broken less than 2-3 days. So I chose titanium. But that's how you use this one. So you put the leaves in here, put your water in there. You're going to wait 15 seconds. After 15 seconds, you're going to take your tea. You're going to pour this completely all out. You're going to pour it all out into your cup, into your drinking vessel. Or, which is what we do, I have 3 teacups here. And what I'll do is I will pour and fill up each one. Now, if you do it this way, because the tea sat a little longer, this one's going to taste like something. This one's going to be a little stronger, and this one's going to be even stronger because the tea was with the water was with the leaves at a longer time frame. My water's at a boil. I'm going to shut it off. If you don't have a thermometer, it's roughly get your water to a rolling boil, shut it off, wait about 5 to 8 minutes, and you're pretty well close. But if you really want to get it dialed in, use your thermometer, which I'm going to use in a moment. Now, this teapot is a titanium one, and it works the same way. You put the leaves in here, put the correct amount of water, and then you wait your 15 seconds. You remove this, and it will start to drip. Right before it starts to drip, I like to move it off because that drip is bitter. It'll add bitter to it. If you like the bitter, leave the dripping. If you don't, remove it. I remove it. Then I take the tea from here and I will serve it to whomever. Doing it this way is fair. Everybody gets the exact amount of flavor, the exact whatever. All the leaves are removed from the pot. So this is the way I'm going to use it today. Is going to be a fairness pot, which is what it's called. But these are two different methods. They both cost similar. They each have their own, I guess, mentality to it. Whatever you like. I find this very meditative. I enjoy this. It's just lets me stop for the day, take a break from work, give myself some time just to relax and go through this process. I enjoy the whole process. So I'm going to cut the scale on. And what we are looking for, I will use this one first, is we're looking for this brand. I'm going to show you my recipe. Okay. You can do research online, but for my personal recipe, I like 5.8 grams of leaves. And here's what the leaves look like. The leaves, I'm taking, seem like it, but within a few grams, you will notice a difference if you make this enough. Okay, now I'm going to check the water temp. And everything you see outside of the tank down here in the stove is titanium. I do have the stove in titanium, though. When I pour this, normally you have this, I don't know what it's called. Normally you have this screen thing you put here, and you will pour off into it, and it catches in the fine particles and stuff that's in the tea leaves. I drink it so quick it doesn't really matter, but if you were to pour this, you have some get in there, some grains get down the bottom, like the sludge from the bottom of coffee, and you let it sit for 20-30 minutes while you're doing something else, it will get stronger and stronger as you let it sit. So you really want to use that if you're planning on letting it sit, or use some kind of screen thing of some way or another. All it really does is just get a little more bitter, but again, if you're fine with that, I wouldn't worry with it. It ain't no big deal. This is really fun. I advise anyone that if you have the stuff, to really try loose leaf tea away from the bags, give it a chance. If you're a tea drinker, this is going to open up a whole new world to you. In my opinion, this is similar to buying coffee and grinding your own beans. Like, there's that large of a difference, if not more, depending on what flavor of tea you get. I like the Harvey & Sons brand. We've only tried a few other brands. I've done a lot of research, talked to people, and this is the area that I was led to begin, so this is where we began. I have a few other brands off Amazon. This is off Amazon you can get. You can get off their website too. I ordered 2 other brands from Amazon, and inside the container it was like 30% sticks. So I wasn't a big fan of that. So and the leaves weren't consistent in size, everything here. This is very, you can see down in here with this one, everything's very consistent to what it should be. The size, weight, they're all really close. Yeah, there's some smaller ones in there, but this is all very close. Okay, it gives it a creamy note when you're drinking it, kind of like if you get butter on your lips, kind of like that kind of texture will be in your mouth. I really like it. It's really good. Mind my phone, I'm getting some text. It is really good. You can do it at 5 grams, and you'll get the same green tea notes. Everything's the same. The water ratio is the same. The temp's the same. You'll get some green tea notes without it being buttery if you do it stick at 5 grams. If you stay at 5 grams to get your temp up closer to the 180 mark, you might get some smoky notes in the tea. Okay, the water's ready. Okay. So, we're doing this for 15 seconds. So you want to pour quickly, and you're wanting roughly 100 milliliters of water to go in your pot. This is 100 and I don't remember the size of the vessel, but I know my 100 milliliter mark is just below the lid. Okay, and then I pour it off. Okay, so this is the tea. and you might see a leaf or two got through. So that's what I was referring to. The right down here, you might see it better. That is the color. Okay, now these leaves, and most tea leaves are the same. This particular one, I just steep that. Now, a lot of people, this is the part they'll throw out. Their first pour, they'll throw it out, get rid of any dust, anything, the fine particles, but I don't want to waste it. I like the taste of it. Now, if I were to serve this to somebody that's never had it before and they wanted to try it for the first time, I would set this aside and drink it to myself, and then I will start the first pour, because each steep we do is going to have more flavor up to a certain point, then it starts getting diluted. You can steep this somewhere around 5 to 8 times. You can push it more if you want, but your sweet spot is going to be somewhere in the middle of that. So the most sweetness this could get, if you do everything right, everything the same, everything's consistent, you're looking at it like your third steep will be the most flavorful. And each time we do this, the flavor is going to change a little bit, which is part of the reason why I like this. So I'm going to do it again, 15 seconds. I'm just counting in my head. You can see the leaves opening up. Okay, I'm going to pour this one into here. And again, normally that drippy there, I don't want that. I stop that. This I normally pour off into what I call a dump cup. These drippies, because that is very bitter. It's tannins. Most people don't like it. Like it is, that right there would be a shot of just pure bitter. So you need to get this, all the bitter out. So now I will show the leaves opened up more. Can you see that? And it'll actually look like cooked spinach time it's all fully opened up. And this is edible. I've ate it once or twice just out of curiosity. But from what I've read, a lot of people fry this, mix it in their foods. It's just like spinach. Tastes completely different than spinach, but it's similar to spinach in texture and chewiness. Okay, so now we can do this, as I said, we can steep this about 5 or so times, so that's 2. I'm going to pour this in here. So if I were to use this as a fairness pot, this would go, somebody get some, somebody else would get some, and that's about how much each one of these holds. This is my personal cup I drink out of. So like if I wanted to share this between me and my wife or someone else. That's really good. Now, at the bottom of this, come in please. You can see the greenies. That is what goes in my dump cup, which is going into this. So this is really, really, is it good? Yeah, this is really good. This is my favorite drink at the moment of all the teas and coffees and all this. And I can make some really fancy coffee, sweet coffee, black coffee. I can make most of it. This is my go-to at the moment. This is also good for blood pressure. So if you have high blood pressure, this will help mellow your blood pressure out. I found that with my temper, if I know there's a lot going on in life, it's just, you know what happens sometimes. I'm getting stressed out. I can get off alone a minute and I can make me this, drink it, sit down and meditate for a moment, and it will completely mellow me out compared to where if I was just trying to drink a cup of coffee or something. It's just, sometimes life just won't stop and it just keeps hammering on you. This helps. So, now to show you the other vessel. Just to show, I want to dump this, the leaves, you can see them opened up more now. I want to dump them in here. Okay. And I'll show you this method. This is a little easier, but it's not as meditative, but it is a lot easier and less steps. So same thing's the same here. We're going to pour. It's about, on this particular one, you want to get it up to about the middle of the handles here. We're going to wait about 15 seconds. Now, you can, now that we're in the third and fifth, up to the 5th steep, you can let it go an extra couple seconds, 3 seconds. Each steep you can add 3 to 5 seconds, depending on how you personally like it. So now I'm going to take this out. I'm going to let it pour. When it starts to drip, drip's coming in, I switch it off. That is removing all the bitter, but you can see more stuff come through. If you give it a second, it will settle to the bottom. It will not be in your drink. Now, the settlement you're seeing come through is this particular tea. Other brands, other types of teas might not have any of the fine stuff. And if you do your wash dump first, you mostly get all that out. Again, I don't really care. I drink it before it sits anyways. This is really good tea. Damn, that's some good tea. But I was planning on making some tea. I wanted to show it to everybody. If there's something you are interested in, let me know. I got me a bag set up. Y'all saw it in the other video. That's the one I take with me out and about. I can pull over inside the road, make me some tea by the river, go on a bike ride, go on a hike, and it has a little titanium grill in it. But my entire set is purely titanium. Again, I have a titanium stove, but the tank's not titanium. But this is a refillable tank. I've showed it before. So in the description, I will leave a link to every one of these products I have. They have other things on their website. You can check them out. I don't know if they're a Chinese company or whatever. They probably are, like one of them Temu things, but they are real titanium. They serve their purpose. And when I was looking in titanium pots years ago for my bushcraft setup and for my bug out bag, everything was like in the 90s, $200, $300. This stuff's fairly cheap, I think. I can't remember. I feel like this was around $30, $40, and I think this one was around $20. And it's a titanium pot. You know, it's...
They have colored ones too.
They have colored stuff. I colored my own. I hit this with a torch. Had it change color. Just experimenting.
This is pink. The pink one.
If anybody has any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next one.